Hi guys, thanks for checking the video out. Steve Buzza here, and yeah, we had the match part 2, champions for charity. And I'm going to get a poll down. So if you did watch it last night, put in the poll: did you enjoy it? Did you not? I personally thought it was awesome. And the last one, you know, the first match, it was a bit. It felt like it was more just for the betting. They tried to do something different and it didn't really work. You know, they tried to do some challenges and some skins, and for me it just didn't really flow. Neither of the players played particularly well, and it added up to something that was a little anticlimactic. Yesterday, in theory, it had more risk involved once you bring in amateurs, because you never really know what the amateurs are going to bring. You don't know if they're going to get too nervous. The interaction, like yesterday, I thought it was awesome because like Tiger and Phil, although they kind of see eye to eye now, you can still feel that little bit of tension, and they really do want to beat each other. So, you know, all of that can add into something that just doesn't really work. But I thought last night it really, really did. And the teams worked. Tom Brady, he definitely struggled at the beginning. I found it funny, the comments on social media regarding how is he an 8 handicap? And like, you got to remember, Tom Brady, like, I think you would put him in the top 10 athletes of all time list. So his pedigree in a sporting sense is exceptionally high. So you've got to understand, an 8 handicap for Tom Brady isn't actually that good. You know, once he finishes his NFL career and starts playing more, and if he really does get a desire and he gets some motivation to actually put some effort into his golf, you would expect him to be far lower than an 8. I think people too often go, well, you know, they just look at the number and say, is that good or bad? But it very much depends on your sporting background, your skill level, you know, all of these other things. So, yeah, he lacked a little bit of golfing IQ, and that kind of showed at the beginning. He had an open face, a really nice looking swing, but the face was really open at the top of his swing. And what that means is, under pressure, and especially when it's wet, if you don't like flip the hands, you're going to send it straight right. And that was kind of what he did, and he did it a lot. But he kind of got into the round, and actually, he actually showed that he could hit some shots. And you know, he hold out from 140 and hold an eagle putt after Phil driving the green. That's pretty impressive for somebody that's not used to being on TV, and to have such a small sample size to judge him. That was pretty crazy. And like, medalist, looked like a stunning course, but apparently it is tough. But yeah, he was cool. Peyton, I thought you could learn a lot off of him. He's had a fusion surgery in his neck, so his swing very much suited his body style. So, you know, he wasn't trying to do something that he physically couldn't. And then he didn't mess about. You know, he just set up to the ball. Once he'd made his decision, set up to the ball, hit. You know, I think that's coming from, like, being a quarterback. You can't hold it and go, oh, I wonder if plan B's better. Bash. So, you know, I thought you could learn a ton from that, because golf, it's nice to have time so we can make the decision, but once you've made a decision, you've got to pull the trigger. And, you know, that's what he definitely did. And then I thought, going into the back nine, when they did alternate shots, so like, if you didn't watch it, both players teed off and then they kind of alternate shotted from there. You know, I thought that was a really cool format, and with Tom Brady and Phil, I think that worked well because they were feeding off of each other, and Phil was really guiding him around the course. I feel like if Tiger had been his partner, he probably wouldn't have helped him quite as much. He would have tried to keep out of his way and let him just do it. And I think he did need a bit of that guidance. And Phil was hilarious. You know, I really liked the cameras in the cart, you know, just having them drive around. Something as simple as that. It shouldn't be that funny, but I thought it was. Saw a lot of people online saying like the camera, the television coverage wasn't great. You know, I think we got to give them some slack. The strange situation at the minute, isn't it? You know, a lot of the guys that would be helping with the broadcast weren't there. So I thought, especially in that rain, I thought they did pretty damn good. And if you think with that rain, like, I'm in Southwest Florida, I'm on the other coast. They don't have PGA Tour events down here, like, from now until, you know, they won't have stuff until late in the fall. because the weather, it gets humid, and then you do get that rain and you do get lightning. So I thought they were very lucky not to have the lightning, and it actually made it more interesting. And I'm not sure why it did, and I'm not sure why I enjoyed watching them in the rain so much. Peyton Manning just doesn't feel rain. He just stayed in his shorts and t-shirts, and I just thought, like, the way the match went and it flowed, it was a really, really good watch. So I enjoyed the match. Like I said, didn't like the first one that much, and it was all about the money. This one also about the money, but they made a ton for charity. I think it was like 20 million or something, and probably will rise again. So congratulations to everybody for doing it. You know, really makes me want to see some live golf now. You know, I don't feel like we're too far away. Hopefully this situation across the world is going to keep improving, and we'll be able to get some live sports, some live golf, maybe in a month and a half. So fingers crossed on that. Yeah, get your comments down below. Did you enjoy it? What did you like? What did you dislike? Like you can tell from me, I thought it was a very enjoyable watch, and it definitely made me want to watch that type of format again. Got to stress, you know, when you add in these different formats and different amateurs, you know, it could totally backfire. So I think they'll probably have to do another twist on it. You know, if you just go, well, this is the recipe, it probably wouldn't work again. But everything considered, I thought it all came together well. I haven't even mentioned JT. Justin Thomas was commentating. I thought he was really funny and good value as well. I liked it. I liked the match. So thanks for watching. Hope to catch you soon.